women don't think and feel the same way they do. We just present it in a different format.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't want to talk to y'all asses either. We just want you to come over and fuck something and get the fuck out of here. We don't want to sit here and listen. We don't care about your hopes and your dreams either, bitch. We got shit to do too.
There's a special place for you on many of niggas' roles and rosters. I mean, not roles, but
Right.
many niggas' rosters.
She says, women don't care about men hopes and dreams. Women just trying to fuck some
Hey,
and get the fuck out of here.
there's plenty of rosters that she can go ahead and sign up for.
No, it ain't.
I can't make
You
this
crazy
shit.
as hell. You
Ain't
crazy as
man
hell.
roster she gonna sign up for.
You crazy as hell. There's plenty of niggas right now that be ready to
You talking
goddamn
about
drag her
Dirty Dick
ass
Rodney.
out.
Nah, you talking about Dirty Dick Rodney. That's what you talking about.
That's who she want. She just said we just trying to fuck. She ain't looking for niggas with qualities and hopes and dreams. She want nigga to drop rod and that's it. So it's plenty of niggas out here that are willing to drop rod on her and get the fuck on. There's a special place for her. I mean, I think the world needs shit like this. You know what I mean? We need some of them.
I agree.
Just don't fall in love like Yo Gotti did. I mean, Irv Gotti, not Yo Gotti. My bad, yo. My bad, yo. Don't fall in love like Irv did. You feel me? Same industry, different nigga.
I gotta hear Rio thoughts on this, man. Rio.
I was just debating on Sunday about the topic of casual sex.
Yep.
Topic of casual sex, right? And this is a prime example. There's not always a lot of effort put in. Some women just want to fuck too. That's it. You'd be sitting there trying to have a deep conversation with somebody that has no depth. They're just there to fuck. That's it. This exists.
Yes.
This exists. Trust me, all over the world. So she was just speaking her truth. Like she was just speaking her truth. Sometimes you gotta accept it for what it is. Don't try to turn something into something that it's not. This is just what it is. She put it right out there. Know what you're dealing with.
But we get looked at crazy. They be like we coercing these women out they fucking draws when we in that phase of our life, right? When we out here just slaying dragons, you know what I'm saying? We getting looked at crazy. You just coercing women out their draws. Do you not understand? It's a whole line of women that's thinking just like this bitch. I don't care nothing about your hopes and dreams. What that dick do, nigga? That's what they think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Rio.
No, I was just saying, oftentimes women who have not, been exposed, or even men that haven't been exposed to these types of women don't believe that this is the reality.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. And you're getting a serious debates about this.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows better than a man who's been single at least for a long stretch, even if he ain't no more? Trust me, it's not that hard.
Bro, they got women, and I tell dudes this all the time. They be like, man, I want me a chick, man. I could just come through there, do what I do. She ain't catching feelings. She ain't tripping. She ain't doing this. And I be looking at them, shaking my head like, boy, you have no idea how many women out here that are willing to do that. And it ain't necessarily that they dance, ain't necessarily that they dumb. A lot of women just, again, especially the further we get into this era, into the next era, a lot of women are programmed to compartmentalize. Despite what that biology says, but I can name 5 women right off the top of my head who are some of the coldest motherfuckers I ever seen in terms of how they move better than dudes. Like be out here doing their thing, and you would never know. She quiet, laid back, chill. She gonna kick it with you, But when you get in that situation, and y'all kicking it, and she just go right for the zipper. Like in mid-conversation, like don't even stop conversation. She actually sitting there having an intellectual conversation with you while she's unzipping your pants. Like it's a lot of women that move like that, man. You ain't got a lot. That's why I be telling dudes, you ain't got a lot of women, bro. You don't. These women, a lot of times in this era, be on the same shit you on the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Now whether it's going to be productive for them down the line, that's a different story. But as far as how they think and how they move right now, bro, these women is with it, bro. These women are with it, and it's way more than you think. I wouldn't jump over the fence and say that's the majority of women, but it's a lot of women that are moving that exact same way.
I need you to jump on Lapeef and Sunday and tell goddamn Hank that. You ain't got a lot of these motherfuckers, man. Tell them the truth.
Tell the truth.
They probably more with it than you think.
A lot of brothers has talked themselves out some pussy because they was talking too much. She don't want to hear all that.
That's the rule though, King Rio. Most, hey, like I said, in a former life, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a woman tell me, I know I said this before. She said, I was gonna see if you was gonna talk yourself out some pussy.
And real quick, the wild part about it, because I'm seeing the chat, people saying those type of women be hurt. They don't be. Those women be compartmentalizing. They're not hurt. They just enjoy sex a lot. And I know that me and you, we don't have a future. But I know that the sex is gonna be good because we done had it before. So hey, let me keep this going while I find the man that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. It's plenty of chicks that was super duper hoes back in the day, happily married right now. But back then, they would tell you, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. That's not where I'm at. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then once they get done, but while they moving toward that, they doing their thing. They out here smashing this one, smashing that one, smashing. But again, they moving discreet. So you don't know. And that's how they able to capture that husband down the line. Because and I don't want to say no names. But again, everybody can put off the phone now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is this. She is happily married right now, pregnant with a baby, all type of shit, big house, nice car. Dude has no idea who she used to be because she kept it that G, bro.
All right, let me say something, because as I talk, you right, Trill. As I talk to the young bloods, you right. I talk to my son. I get information from him all the time because I'm like, man, y'all don't want family. They don't like the young bloods. They don't want kids. They don't want no female, like, and it's not like, I'm not saying like on some LGBTQ type stuff. Like when I say they don't want females like that, they don't want the headache. They don't want none of that. They rather, and y'all females make it so accessible for these dudes. They could get what they need to get about you and get on about their business, man. And so to that point, yeah, women don't care about men, hope, and dreams. And you're right. You shouldn't care about a woman caring about your hopes and dreams. You should care about your hopes and dreams. And you should be 10 toes down on your square, focused on. I wish some of this information that I have, like just a bit of the information that I've come into, to be honest, over this last year and a half that I've just been dealing in this space, man, if I had some of this at 19, man, I'd be a beast. Right, I swear for buttermilk, I'd be a beast. When I went to Atlanta, I had a JR, I had a Ricky, I had a low end I had a low end out of B Wells statewide, you know what I'm saying, mentality when I went to Atlanta, man. I was trying to, man, I was a slut monkey. I tell y'all this all the time. I was a slut monkey, right? And and the funny thing is, can I say this real quick? I know some of y'all goofies be in the chat. Y'all say like, "Real this, real that, do blah blah blah." Man, if I showed you some of the what I have in my portfolio, and I'm not even proud of that, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all goofies be like, "Oh man," and I really just be trying to spit game to y'all from the perspective of somebody that's been there, done that, and that's trying to really tell y'all that's not where it's at, fam. Right?
Nah, so, you're glorifying this shit. Like,
nah, I'm not. I hate it, man. I wasted so much time being a slut monkey in Atlanta, man. I was at the height of, listen, I was in Atlanta for the last real Freaknik. Before then, I was in I was at Daytona, the Black Quest, the Black
College reunion
at Daytona.
Yeah, Black College reunion.
I'm talking about when got doggone Uncle Al was out there. Uncle Al, Half Pint, I want to say Crazy Legs. Like, it was stupid, right? So because people that's not from the bottom, they won't know. So
yeah, nigga, you old. Whoo, Lord, you old as fuck.
Facts.
How old are you?
Facts. I'll tell you in 2 weeks. I'm actually going to announce on the network. JR don't know this. I'm announce on the network how old I'm turning in 2 weeks. JR already know, but I'm announcing on the network for real. But my point being, man, is that Yeah, young blood, these women don't care about your hopes and dreams, and they actually have turned into you. They actually think they can compete with you and sleep with you and not have no emotional attachment. They don't have any soul ties. They think that they could run through as many men as they want. And then, to Trill's point, they can be happily married, way past the wall. Right? I'm here to tell you, life is real. And it don't always end up like that. And so, young blood, what I would say, because not to the females, I'll leave that for the females to talk about that. For the young blood, that's why we keep telling you, man, stay focused, stay on your purpose. Read books, man. Read books. Focus on faith, family, fitness, finance. Faith, family, fitness, finance. Focus on those things. Become the best version of yourself. Don't worry about whether she thinks whatever about you. Is she trying to hit or not? Make her earn whether she deserves the dick or not. If we gonna do it that way, make her earn it.
Well, let me ask you something real quick. So, especially giving the message to the young blood. How would you say you reacted the first time that a woman broke your heart? How did you react out here after that?
Oh man, shit. I talk all the time. Like, yeah, my granddad was there. I had uncles and all that other stuff, but it was multiple females in my house, man. So I'll be quick to say, I would identify as a mother raised male. So the first time, like in high school, that I went through it, oh yeah, man, I'm shit. I'm Trey from damn Boys in the Hood, punch in the air.
So they're going to experience that too. There ain't nothing we could do that's going to shield them or protect them from experiencing that.
I disagree. I think if I had the presence, hey man, I'll tell you this, I'll be 1,000 with y'all, man. I think if I was raised with my daddy, I would have had a different perspective. And I wouldn't have gave a fuck what she did.
All right. Well, we know that we in the Black community, man, we're not going to have a lot of that. So with that being said, since this is still going to continue to happen to young Black men, and we know what happens, you kind of turn savage. Some of us learn how to cheat from a woman that was cheating. You know what I mean? So like, how do we help in that phase? Because we know it's going to be the inevitable for a lot of our young Black men.
Only thing I could tell you, Rio, honestly, and maybe one of the other brothers could respond and I'll pipe down, honestly, is I refer to my experience in Detroit all the time. And it took me years to get to that moment. But I was specific that I was not going to go into that savage mode. That mode that you talking about, where I'm finna nail you ain't. I fell back. I got into my cardio. I was on my cardio, I was on my eating, and I was working, and I was meditating, and I was working on self-improvement for me. Right. And that's what I would tell young bloods to do, because our inclination, and I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if we socialize to it or whatever, but I know our inclination is to be a savage and run through all y'all heifers finna pay the price. Finna knock all y'all down 7 ways to Sunday. Only thing I could tell you, and Jesus Christ. So it's easier to say to these young bloods a lot of times than it is for them to accomplish. But you just have to put that effort and time into self, man. We can't continue these same cycles, bro. We can't.
All right. So to kind of tie it back into the video, after saying all of that, would you say that she's hurt? Because I know Trail said that these chicks be knowing exactly what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she a dick demon.
Yeah, but she sound hurt, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounded like, because she was pretty aggressive about what it is that she's saying. Man, but I don't know her, right? So I'm just going by what it is that I saw.
Yeah. I'm gonna play this clip from Sunday. And it's from Amber Marie Green. I know she spoke on it, and she said similar. When women are having casual sex like that, they sound like they hurt. I do agree with Trill. There's some women out there that just like men. You know, I don't think everybody's like everybody, right? I think you do have the few that's just off the rails, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip, give a little bit more clarity in what we're talking about right now.
Like that otherwise. You know what I mean? Let
me scroll to this 432. I'll play it right here.
It sounds like she's been hurt so many times. So now she's like, well, if I start sleeping around like men, it won't hurt as much. So she's just projecting what a lot of women do who get themselves in a situation. Because I personally attach emotions to sex. So I won't put myself in that situation. Who got upset because
more of you.
I am wholeheartedly in agreement with Siobhan. So pretty much she is projecting what she has experienced, and she's trying to flip the script. Most women, I say all women, maybe a good small percentage, but most women tie emotions to sex. We cannot sleep like men. We can't sleep around like men. You know, I don't understand. I'm not judging, but I don't even understand how women get into situationships or get into friends with benefits, knowing like the woman always going to catch feelings. We don't operate like men, and we set ourselves up for heartbreak every single time. We say we cool with it, we down, we know what it is. She catches feelings every single time. So I can't speak on the men, but I think because she just said she wasn't always like this. It sounds like she's been hurt so many times. So now she's like, well, if I start sleeping around like men, it won't hurt as much. So she's just projecting what a lot of women do who get.
All right, so that's kind of similar to what we were talking about, right? So after hearing that, does it make sense to you guys? Would you say that woman speaking from a place of hurt, or Trill, would you still say that she's a goon out here?
I would say that it's hard to tell because, again, I think we have to listen to the full context of that conversation. She might have been speaking aggressive just because the argument just led up to that, and the dude sitting across from her telling her, "No, you are a woman. You got feelings." She's like, "No, nigga, no, I don't." Like, I just want to do this just like y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, again, I think we're missing a lot of context. But, again, in terms of what Amber said, I mean, I do agree with her for the most part. I think most women are not wired like that, and most women lie, right? Because the man that they like, they know that he only wants to be there for sex. So she feels like, okay, the only way that I can keep him around is if I say what he wants to hear. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with just sex, no strings. I'm good. We can perfectly cool with me. But in the back of her head, she thinking, okay, I hopefully one of these days he'll grow to like me as much as I like him. I feel like that's how most women move. Sure, I gotta give her credit for that. But in terms of just, you know, broadly stating, if a woman moves like that, then she's hurt. I think that's crazy, because I think that it's a lot of women. I know church women, you know, grew up. Her daddy was a pastor, all type of shit. Both parents in the crib, good home, went to good colleges, all type of shit. But that's just how she wired. She told me straight up. She said, "I have no desire right now." And I'm talking about when I was back in college. I have no desire to be in a relationship right now. And the irony is one of my homeboys tried to shoot at her in a serious way, and she curved him, even though that she was having sex with him. So, like, you know, they having sex and they kicking it, you know, whatever. And, you know, he feeling her. He think, okay, this gonna go somewhere. And I tried to tell him, I'm like, bro, she ain't on that. So if you thinking about something trying to make this shit serious, you wasting your time, bro. He said, all right, yeah, I hear you. You know, niggas with our ego. And he got humbled. She told him straight up, I don't want a relationship. We having sex. Let's keep it sex. So whenever, you know, and then afterwards, she telling me how it all went. She said whenever he'll try to spin the conversation to like deep conversation or aspirations or career talk or family talk, she'll bring his ass right back. Whoa. That's not what we do. Verbatim. This is what she told him. That's not what we do. And she guided his ass right back to that sex only. So again, there are certain women out here who just compartmentalize very well.